G'day all. So I got a little video to do on installing a Lone Star Marine gx-2 on my 6 metre poly. A few things that I've changed about it, but I'll show you that as I go. I researched gx-2s and gx-1s and Polycraft, and no one has so far put up a video on how to do it. So look, I'm not saying my way is the right way, just saying this is what I've done. If it helps you, great. If it doesn't, oh well, don't worry about it. Here we go. So, sorry about the mess. This is the gx-2 here. Now I'll tell you what, it has one hell of a unit about it. I mean, it's solid. When I looked up the statistics and the independent testing on the Lone Star Marine winch compared to the others, mate, it shits it in easy, absolutely. Sorry about the French. So you can buy your rope and chain kit with it, which I did. You can also buy your harness. So I bought the harness that they've suggested for a 6 metre boat. The one thing that I'm changing so far is this here is your backing plate, and where I want to put it, I don't think that's going to be big enough because this has one heck of a lot of weight in it. So I'll show you what I'm doing instead. The chain looks nice and thick, nice and solid, gal chain, 8mm short length. The rope looks a beaut as well. So let me show you the boat and I'll show you what I've done. So here's my boat. 6 metre Frontier. As you can see, here's the anchor well. There's the boat there. The anchor well had one of those access panels there, the black round ones. I've taken it out because you can see the two top dots. That's where the bolts will go through. But I'm actually got a sheet of poly, 10mm poly coming, and I'll weld that back into that hole. That way it's solid. A bow roller. As you can see, once again, nice and solid, polished stainless. You got two different holes. You can put your roller on, depending if you want it sitting high or sitting low. I've chosen the low position, the way that my bowsprite's set up. I'll take you around and show you what I've done on the inside now. So I've chased the wiring all the way through. You can see it sitting here. Alright, so that's ready to connect in here. You got your breaker and the switch sits in there nicely. And then up in under here, you'll see there's your solenoid. And there's my wires coming out there. Don't mind the rope. I used yellow tongue to run it straight down through, all the way underneath the floor, then back out near the batteries. And I tied this on at this end, that way I can't lose my cables at this end if I pull it too far. So that's it so far. Solenoid, it's all pretty self-explanatory. Then down in the back there you can see the switch. Now in here I've had to, excuse me, cut out at the front of the cuddy cab panel, which I'll be putting in one of the panel doors. You can see inside the polys that they're fully foamed all the way up. But this here, I'll be welding the sheet of poly back in. I'll clean that up, then I'll weld from the back and I'll weld from the front, and then I'll be putting a hatch in there. The hatch I've chosen isn't one of these black ones. I've decided to go for the same as what they've got already in the boat, one of those big ones. And you'll notice the size of the hole that I've used too. I've done quite a large hole because the backing plate that I'm going to put in is going to be substantially larger. The backing plate that I've chosen, the one they provide you with, is 16 centimeters high, or 160 millimeters high, by about, well, let's have a look. There you go, by 22 centimeters or 220 millimeters wide. And for that size winch, being that it's held on inside a poly, and I've already got to weld that hole back together, I don't think even though welding the hole is going to give it 100% strength. So I'm going to change this from 220 to 500. So it's going to have plenty of backing plate there. That's it, guys. I'll put some photos on there as well. Any questions, feel free to fire them at me. Alright. Happy and safe boating. No more picking up anchors for anyone on my boat. Cheers. Ta-da. Oh yeah, by the way, check out the view.